What up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode. Welcome to the show. Just gonna call it Doge Daily. Welcome to another episode of Doge Daily. I'm your host, Mariano. Alex with the number one. Nice. And thank you so much for the support, man. Thank you, Alex, for joining the member group. I appreciate you. And Rick and Dr. Derbs, Matt's Market. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing? Only in 50% on Doge right now. I understand. Doge, to be honest, hasn't been moving very much today. But if it's not over for Bitcoin, that means we've got some more time. So I'll be very curious to see what happens. Very curious. Missed your live stream twice already, Matt. Next one for sure. I put on notifications. Yeah, guys, don't forget, check out Matt's Market. He's in the comments right now. Go find his his YouTube channel and give him a sub. He does good work and has similar streams to mine. So if you like these streams, give him a try as well. To the moon. Yes, that's exactly what I said, and I mean it, guys. To the moon. Matt's on the sidelines, so is Dr. Derbs. 100k Doge at 4 cents. Oh man, so you're chilling, man. That's awesome. That is crazy. So you'll have 100k if we hit a buck. Wasn't into crypto early enough to snag some under 10. Average is more. Gotcha, 9 cents. Still good. Very good. Yeah, I'll hopefully be way more active this weekend as well with you guys. Yeah, I don't think the devs mean any harm at all, but yeah, it's very wise to stack up on Doge now, knowing what's going to come. I spell ADA like this, M-O-N-E-Y. Facts. Hopefully you guys listened and jumped on ADA when I called it at 2. And of course, if you were in the Discord group, you would have saw when Preezy was talking about it back when it was at like 120. All right, but once we got that smart contract update, guys, I said ADA now. So hopefully, if you didn't catch Preezy's call in the private group, you caught my final warning, because that thing has gone up about 45% in the last day. So that's a lot of money, especially if you're leveraged, but hopefully you're not if you're new. Matt's the man for sure. What's going on, Crypto Critter? Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Elon loves? Yes. Matt Market the whale? Hey, that's you, Rick. That's both of you, honestly. You're both whales. I bet you take turns going on each other's boats. We already know Rick has one now. But cool, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry that the stream's so late. I'm sure we missed Sadu because he's over in the UK, and I know it's much later there. But it is Friday, and I gotta... oh, yeah. Join the Discord, man. Go to my channel's main page, click the community tab, and you can just click on the link there. Whichever Discord link you see, the top one should let you still come in. So just click it and let yourself in, man. We'll be glad to see you in there. I'll share my screen now so you don't have to look at my ugly face. New shirt I made myself for my Hellcat today. I love these green shirts. These are the shirts that you get on the store. This is just the green color, but if you want any particular color that's not up on the store, guys, don't forget you can ask me, just like Josiah H did. And those 4 shirts you saw behind me yesterday is just because he asked, and usually it's not going to cost you much more, so just keep that in mind if you want one. But let's share the screen and let's roll. All right, we can see now Bitcoin just started to reject. So this is interesting. Let's see what's going on. I put on a couple more indicators, guys, only for y'all. You know I don't really care about the 150 EMA, nor do I really care about, like, what is that, the 5? Who in the world uses the 5? Actually, I'm going to take that one off. The 5 doesn't do you any good. At least make that like the 10. which one is that? The 5. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's do the 10. But, yeah, guys, we were up there for a long time, so this isn't surprising whatsoever. And I'm ready to talk about what's going on here. I'm just trying to refresh my stuff, so bear with me. Starting to sell off from this position. You can see we bounced off the 50. These smaller time frame indicators. Oh, thank you, Matt's Market, for the $5, man. Thanks for the stream. Glad to be a part of the family, the 2020 family. Thank you, man. Glad to have you. Thank you so much for the support. Glad to find you know, other people in this Doge community that aren't just in here, you know, for the money, for the clout, like a lot of people have, you know, have really just started to capitalize on that, but are here to support other people that are trying to help other people out. So that's, I appreciate your support, man. Thank you. Hang on, I'm just trying to do something on my other account real quick. Bear with me. Cool. I want to do contract Bitcoin. That was a pretty steep sell-off. I really think this run's about over, guys. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie. I really do. I only thought we were going to get up to 50K. It would be, of course, exciting to see this go up a little higher. I mean, let's just take a look at the 4-hour, guys, and get into the analysis and start checking out what could happen if we were to just keep going, all right? As you can see, this looks real crazy. Wow, all right. This is starting to look really crazy here with this pullback, how we were down here, and this crazy recovery. Really strong, and we are wanting to head back to 60,000. If you just take a look at the bowl that's formed, and you know how the recoveries typically go, you have the steep drop, right? And usually it's a 2-step drop, just like what happened here. All the consolidation, the curling back up, then the run up to the first spot, and then there's a break up to the next spot. So as long as Bitcoin doesn't have anything stopping it, you know, which is usually just bearish sentiment, Bitcoin could honestly make its way up to 60,000. It would first consolidate here, and maybe this is where it ends up consolidating in between the, let's just say, the 47 and the 52,000 level here. And then after it bounces around in here, it could then shoot up the rest of the way if things are still looking good after next week. And that would be a full recovery. Now, Dogecoin by that point, you know, once we get here, is probably going to be near 50 cents. We're already at about 30 to 35 right here, with, you know, a couple cents to go. Once we get to about 52,000 on Bitcoin, we'll probably be about 35 to 37 on Dogecoin. And so then once we get up to 60,000 on Bitcoin, we'll probably be back up to like 45, near 50. So that's my guess. But that's just clearly what wants to happen here. If you, again, look at the trend line, this is where we were yesterday when we left stream. We're getting some really clean textbook bounces off this trend line, and we just want to keep riding it up, riding it up. What can end up happening, though, is if, you know, people lose some of that faith, we could stall out on one of these bounces and end up just trading sideways through it and then trying to pick up later. 50,000's a very, very strong level, though, guys. So that's why I don't necessarily think we're going to get much higher than this on this over this weekend. In my opinion, now is probably the dumbest time for a bull run. Because why, if I was a whale, why would I want to just go long right now when I know there's going to be the House hearing next week, unless I knew something that most people didn't. Now, what I can say is that there is some rumor going around, and I feel like this is probably the only reason there is a bull run kind of even going on right now. There is a rumor that Nancy Pelosi has already decided, that the House, because she's the Speaker of the House, which is the highest ranking, that the House is not going to pass the infrastructure bill without what she wants also being proposed, which was like the budget something bill. So maybe the Bitcoin whales are just trying to capitalize now, knowing that maybe on Monday nothing's really going to happen because of what Nancy said. But in my opinion, that's still just super risky, because what ends up happening when... Hang on one sec. I think my internet's a little weird here. Okay. Thank you guys again for hitting that like button, though. What's going on with my my stream? Anyway, what ends up happening if that's not how Monday plays out? It's just a little strange timing, but timing, we only use that news not to be 1,000% biased, but to try and develop an opinion. So if things are going against our opinion, we have to adjust our opinion and go with the flow. We are trading the price action, not trying to make what we think is going to happen. That's not how it goes. So anyway, we're on a bull run, so we just got to sit back and try and ride it up. Now let's go flip over to Dogecoin here and just see what's going on with Doge. My internet's being really strange. Sorry, guys. All right. It's overbought. Yes, it is. BRB gonna get some people in here. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Jared's already smashed the like button. Thank you. And what's up, Jonathan? Rick has a yacht. A yacht? Jeez. The Hellcat shirt's fire. Thank you. Nancy Pelosi's an inside trader. Yeah, I keep hearing people say that. Dogecoin right now is still teetering at 33. I was very, very underwhelmed by Dogecoin's performance today, and really most of the altcoins, because we look at Doge, it really didn't do much off this bounce here. It only went up like 2 cents, 3 cents, where Bitcoin went up multiple thousands of dollars. And then if you go to Ethereum, I think Ethereum did a little bit better and was a little closer to Bitcoin. Actually, it's only at 3,300, so even that's not doing that great. A very small bounce up, didn't even make a new high yet, whereas Bitcoin's in relation is like here, to put that into perspective. All right, and then ADA is probably the one that's doing the best here. I forget. Let me take a look. Yeah, you can see here ADA's on a nice run, just like Bitcoin. If you draw a trend line, you can see it's getting that bounce, that high bounce off, and it's trying to respect the 10. That's probably not going to hold for very long. But anyway, nice trend up from these guys. Not so much from Dogecoin and Ethereum. So the guys that don't really have any hype right now are just kind of like, huh? What are you doing, Bitcoin? What are you doing? Relax. But hey, Bitcoin's having a good old time. 3 bounces and still trying to break up over 50. Now, I think you're probably wondering, well, why is it lagging and what's going to happen? I think that Bitcoin, if it breaks 50,000 and holds and starts heading up towards 55, that's when we'll see Dogecoin start bouncing back towards 35, maybe 36. And that could be tonight or tomorrow. I'll be surprised if the bull run's still happening on Monday. Like I said, that just doesn't make sense. That doesn't mean it's necessarily going to dump, like full dump, but I would be surprised to have a green day on Monday, at least for the first half. I expect some kind of cooling off or just trading volume going stale as people are watching and just seeing what's going to happen, and even watching the hearing live to see what they're talking about. So, I thought yesterday and today we were going to be on our down days, but guys, I was wrong. All right, we are on our up days. However, Dogecoin is still not being bought up, so it doesn't really matter. So thankfully, me being wrong that time wasn't very impactful, because nothing happened. Unless you were in Bitcoin, which we weren't really talking about too much as far as when to buy and sell. Nothing's really happened on Doge. We're still at 32 cents, which is where we already were. So that's a positive. But I definitely thought we'd be cooling off by today. But instead, we are reaching new highs. So good for the crypto market. This is what we've wanted long term. We were just trying to see what would happen day by day. But yeah, it wasn't right this week, but it is what it is. Welcome to trading. At least you guys were here with me trying to figure things out. But yeah, it wasn't right this time. All good though. I agree, Cleveland, that Dogecoin is doing garbage compared to the other coins. Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. ADA, pow. ADA is popping off, man. You're going to be covering ADA tonight. Lots of questions floating around. Oh, man. Will you be live today? Oh, man. Hey, what's going on, Jake Kurtz? I took gains from a 2.55 position. Very smart, man. Good job taking gains, taking profit, and locking that in. Guys, if you're still holding and you're trying to scalp, just a recommendation here. Start looking for a sell soon. If I were you, that's what I'd be doing. All right, because we can expect, we know that Bitcoin 50,000 is an extremely strong level of support. That is only $600. Of resistance. That's only $600 away. So how much further are we really expecting Dogecoin to go? Half a cent? And that's just very, then you're exposing yourself to risk when you could just lock in soon, call it a day, and enjoy, whatever money you just made. So highs are good. Yes. Hey, what's going on, Alan Jin? I saw you in Matt's stream yesterday. Thanks for coming over. Appreciate that. And thanks, Matt, for bringing Alan over. See, I even remember people from other people's streams. How's that? Jay Kurt says, oh yeah, I read that one. That's what I thought. Yeah, man, it just seemed very probable. It seemed like the most logical thing that would happen. But that's why I think the altcoins aren't moving, because they're probably a little confused as well. Like, don't we have something going on Monday? But there's some Bitcoin whales apparently longing. So like I said, either they're not very smart or maybe they know something we don't. Is Doge a buy or a hodl or a wait? Definitely a wait or a sell. Definitely not a buy right now. I don't care what Bitcoin does next tonight. If you want to take a riskier chance, of course, Dogecoin can always be a buy. You just have to time it the right way and try and make your trades quick. But if we're talking a normal Dogecoin trade like we do, which is, holding for a couple days or something, definitely not a buy. If anything, it's a hold, wait, or sell. Leaning towards a sell. Soon. Alt pump tonight, only if Bitcoin holds at these levels. If Bitcoin shows stability at 49K and 50K and so on and so forth, then we can pretty safely say that the altcoins will slingshot up. But yeah, the retails, they're obviously confused. There's nobody buying. So, and for good reason, in my opinion. Like, what is Bitcoin doing all of a sudden? Why is it randomly spiking on Friday before in my opinion, somewhat of a bull trap? But we'll see, because it might not be. That's why I'm just trying to be extremely neutral right now. Putting bias in is a very bad idea, because then you just get locked on one idea. And even if it starts to prove you wrong, you don't change your view. So that's why I live stream almost every day, so that I can come back with a fresh mental and a new perspective. And I try and develop that every day, versus saying one thing like on Monday, knowing I'm going to go back live on Friday and just hoping that I come back and I'm not wrong. And, because of that, kind of being stubborn and not willing to change my mind. But yeah, if I didn't think it was necessary, I wouldn't be live every day, but I think it is. Yeah, I was, same Jay Kurtz, 100%. So this is definitely catching me off guard. I think obviously it's catching a lot of the Dogecoin community, the Ethereum community, everyone else that doesn't have hype, catching everybody off guard here. The problem is, if Bitcoin tops out here and decides to start selling off, the altcoins are kind of going to be in a bit of a dump situation, because the altcoins are doing that thing where, we've seen it all too often. When they're not very confident in the up move and they don't move up, what they still do is follow it on the way down. So it just sets them up to crash down to new levels, because they only are taking the down move and not the up first. So instead of a healthy pullback, like what Bitcoin's going to do on Dogecoin, you're going to see a strong pullback from a low amount. When it should be at 35, maybe pulling back to 30, it's going to be at 32, pulling back to like 27, which is kind of a concerning area. So could be I have a gut feeling that can happen too. I have a feeling it's going to be a crazy weekend one way or another. Yeah, I think so. This doesn't feel like enough of a pullback to push to old highs. I don't think so either. I've been holding since January. It's all tendies now. That is awesome. You are in a great spot. All right, and we can see that. Oh, oops, that's unlucky. Huh. We can see that. Yeah, it brings down all the alt Bitcoin ratios. Yep. Bitcoin's still rolling. It's at 49.3. People are still buying. Let's make sure we got whale trades up. Because I want to see, you know, all right, we've got a lot of long, okay, ZC long, XRP long, that's a long on Doge, Matic long. There's a short, Bitcoin short of how much? 2 mil long, short. Oh. Wonder if this is manipulation of some sort. You know what I mean? Pump the price. This is what I talked about earlier in the week. I was wondering if this unusual positive trading activity was manipulation and kind of a bull trap, knowing that on Monday-ish they're gonna want to be out. This is a possible scenario. If they're gonna want to be out next week because of fear in the market, maybe they bait a lot of the retails and inexperienced larger position traders to buy in, thinking this is it, knowing that they want to dump at a certain level, let's just say about 50K, and they want to close out at max profit and just wait it out and buy back in at the next bottom. That's still, in my opinion, a possibility. I don't want to be overly bearish here and just start making up conspiracy theories because of that bearishness, but like I said, it's a little strange. There was just a lot of whale shorts not very long ago, and there's only been like one long since they're on Bitcoin. So that's a little strange considering the price is still going up. But these candles right here are pretty freaking big if you ask me. These green candles. Yeah, these are daily. We'll see if we get a third. Usually 3 green candles is really bullish. On the weekly, we've definitely got them. You know, this candle kind of looks like it wants to go up to 60. I would be bullish if I didn't know what next week was. So that's why I'm just trying to keep things a little balanced, because if people are just not as concerned and don't share the same concern that I do, then maybe this thing keeps going. But if the regulation thing wasn't happening, I'd be bullish. I'd be very bullish on Bitcoin. But I just feel like you have to keep that in consideration. Like, you can't just ignore it. But as you can see, it's staying well above the EMAs, the support EMAs. We are the 200. We haven't even been close to recently. We've been away from that so far for a long time, and that's what also makes me think there's going to be a pullback soon, because it's unhealthy to stay floated away from your 200 EMA for that long. If you just zoom out, you can see there's been many touches. Even after massive runs, you get a touch eventually. So we're kind of overdue. Even this run right here, this massive thing, you know, we came back, touched it, then we took off again. So we need to trade sideways, you know, catch it on a pullback and then continue up. But yeah, we are schmoving, guys. We are moving. The Doge Bitcoin, I think, is, oh, that's a really big number. Awesome. But what if we FOMO at 60K? That, yeah, unless it keeps going, that's not going to be good. What's next week? So that's going to be the House of Representatives is going to be meeting, discussing the infrastructure bill that contains the crypto regulations that will basically ban mining and blockchain program app development in the United States. Yeah, completely screw over crypto in the United States, which is massive, which is why I think it's very strange to see a random bull run to 50K on the Friday, 3 days before that event gets discussed. Should have priced down if you could in the 20s. Yeah, we definitely called buying at 16, so, you know, but a lot of us have bought, sold since then. We'll see. Bitcoin losing a bit of steam. If you just were to acknowledge the trend line here, the trend channel, you can see right here it started to trade very sideways compared to the overall trend. So we're definitely losing some steam here, though it is short term. So but yeah, we're losing some steam. Let's see what we do with this 50 EMA here, because we've been really bullish. We've been floating above the 50, which is very strong. What will make Doge go up? If Bitcoin can hold at these levels, I'd say throughout the night heading into tomorrow, then Dogecoin will go up. But you can just tell Bitcoin and Ethereum aren't really moving. People are skeptical, rightfully so, because they don't know what's going on and why there's a bull run right now. So people aren't buying. I mean, we seem to like shooting ourselves in the foot this year. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, government's having a field day. Let's shut down a local pipeline, then give one to Russia, then ask them to pump more. Why? No idea, but let's make it worse for the US and Canada. Yep. Unless big money, knows everything is going to be okay and it will get handled. Yeah, that's true. That's what I was saying. Either they know something we don't, or they're trying to bait us. But I don't want to lean too much in one direction, because then I'll be biased. So I'm just trying to figure out, when is Doge going to run? And just leave it at that. But yeah, they could definitely, that's what I'm saying. Like, we might be panicking over here, but there's already rumor spreading that Pelosi has no interest in even passing this bill until she gets the bill they want passed, discussed, which means the Senate needs to get moving on that bill first, or they're all going to say no to this one. So maybe that's what the bigger money is just banking on, that nothing's going to come out on Monday. But it still just seems strange, even knowing that, to be buying it up right now. You would at least expect to see low volume. Why high volume? 40 in the next few days. If Bitcoin goes to like 55k, yes. Very, very likely. But I wouldn't just buy in hoping Bitcoin goes to 55. This, in my opinion, isn't like, it's the time to be neutral and just take the plays that come to you, but don't start trying to guess bullishly. Because if anything, that's probably not the correct way to do it. Logically, I mean, you could still be wrong with any guess. This has been the trend for the last 4K. Pull though, huge hype, buy ups, and then trade sideways to the next one. Yeah, it's been going. Yeah, it's too good to be true. That's how I feel. You'd rather take loss than miss a rocket? I'm in. Hey, respect. Never forget the both option. Yeah, true. Very true. All right, bit of a sell-off. If we go under 49 here, people might lose a little bit of faith, but we'll see. We're starting to get a little weak at the 50. It looks like we're getting some strong selling off. I don't know if that selling off will last, but it's worth noting. We'll see. Let's go down to 1 minute, see how this looks. Let's get rid of this. These indicators are really driving me nuts. Wow, that was a really big move up to move down. To me, that looks pretty bad. We'll see a pullback to 48.7 or somewhere down here, 48.9. I think. Let's see. Push it up to start FOMO. Dogecoin's half the volume. That's not good. Some strong weakness showing here. All right. Well, we made lower lows. I don't particularly love that. Sorry, I'm being a little quiet. I'm just trying to see what's happening next here. Any whale activity? What was that? We're still getting some multi-million-dollar longs kicking in here. 3 mil, 3 mil. Somebody did short. Most people are going long here. That being said, not a lot of movement at all. It's usually not a very good sign. If everyone's buying and the price isn't going up, that means a lot of people probably are selling. We're stalling out here right above 49,000. Let's just draw a line. Whales just got active. Yep. Where'd all the down pressure go? Who knows? Yeah, I agree with you, Jake Kurtz. Definitely possibilities. A lot of different options here. I'll be very curious to see what happens here with this little pattern it's trying to do. $10 a coin, I can buy a house. 50, I can buy a house where I don't need YouTube to see if I can retire. Nice, man. Well, hopefully we get there for you eventually. Just came in, couple dumps on the live. Yeah, a couple dumps here. Pulled back pretty hard from 49.4. In my opinion, that was very, very close to 50. Maybe some people were just looking to take profit if they had 50,000 in mind, and because they saw just some momentum being lost. What's up, Shuba? Yeah, you made it, man. But okay, we're getting a bounce off this little level. Could flip the indicators back on briefly. All right, so that we got to bounce off the 200 EMA. That's what it was. Which is expected. I'm going to get rid of this 20, this 10. It's very distracting. Doesn't provide any useful information. So now we're sandwiched between the 200 and the 100. Then we've got the 100 and the 50 to get through, which won't be as hard. But let's just see if this stalls out. One thing you have to be aware of, guys, is just fake outs with price action. So that means it could do this, move up to here. Here, then dump under, but then come back up, right? Which might make you think, oh, we're holding as support, but then it can go back under, or vice versa. It could dump under, make you think that we're selling off, and then randomly end up holding. That happens a lot. Like right here, right under like 48.9, which was the previous stopping spot, and then do a full 180 on you. Just got to be careful. Let's see what it's doing here. I don't like the... You said you don't like the chart? Yeah. Very strange indeed. Very, very strange. Let's just double check on Dogecoin, see how that's doing. Don't forget, guys, if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button if you haven't already. I appreciate it. Thank you. My webcam's a little different today. Can I zoom it in? There we go. Cool. Do I tweet out my live streams? Yeah, I do. I've got some people where they don't get my notifications when I go live for some reason, even though they have them turned on, so I blast a tweet out. Just a slower day, which is weird, but maybe there's some other people live right now. Okay, Dogecoin, very bearish right now. 32.4, consolidating under its 200 EMA. That's not a good sign. Let's look at Ethereum. Looks a little weak as well. Massive red. Let's look at what Bitcoin's doing. Okay. It's losing some steam as well. Even though the 3-minute. We did have a bit of a reversal doji candle there. But now we've got a pretty big red. 1 minute doesn't look very good. Stalled out here at the 50. Just coming right back down to the 200. Gotta go. Thanks for the content. Love this stream. Thank you, Jake Kurtz. Really appreciate that support. What's my opinion on volume? I hear the more volume there is, the higher chance of a spike up and vice versa. So volume is actually one of the most important things that you can look at. The only reason I don't care about it too much, though, is because in crypto, it's very easy to see volume by looking at the candles. So it doesn't bother me to not have the indicator. In the stock market, though, it's a little different. All right, we're selling off pretty hard here. I think 49.4 might have been it. Maybe. I'm gonna maybe start shorting a little. I don't know. I don't really want to short at this moment. I did miss my short here that I wanted to do. Yeah, shorting at a potential bottom is not ideal, especially right at the 200 EMA. Because like I said, you could get faked out here where it does like a bounce, like a weird thing. But I'll just do half size so I don't get screwed over. All right. I thought Doge would have pumped a little more today. Opinions? Yeah, Doge would have pumped a little more today if people were in the mindset that this move was legit. I think people are a little confused and a little bearish overall. Like we know that Dogecoin should be way higher than it is already. But just the fact that a massive move to new highs on Bitcoin, you know, back to 50K, and Doge kind of stalled out at 33. Very, very underwhelming. Ethereum, though, is the same situation. Ethereum really did not run either. It topped out at about 3,300. So Dogecoin and Ethereum just absolutely sleeping today. So my opinion's just the market wasn't feeling it. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and your time with us from Oklahoma City. Thank you, Arat. Really appreciate that, man. Anytime. Glad to help. But yeah. Okay, here we go. Bit of a dump. Opinions on volume. I hear the more volume there is, the higher chance of a spike up. Yeah, volume is very important. Volume tells you how much activity is going on in a certain candle. So you can really look at the volume levels and say, like, all right, on this move up, there was very low volume. Even though it was a big move up on low volume and a small move down on high volume. That's telling you that there's probably just more, even though it looks like there might be more selling pressure, the price is still holding. So you can look for divergence there sometimes. All right, bit of a rejection under 49. So maybe this is what it wanted. Some people might take this as a buy. We'll see. Yeah, definitely higher than 32. I mean, at least give us 35, 36. That was a very conservative number. Never fear. What's going on, Roar? Roar Nation finally made it. Hope you're doing good, man. Let the wake up happen later. It will ride again. I agree. Just a matter of time. We'll get there. Hope everybody's having a good night tonight. I'll probably give it about 20 minutes here, then wrap up. As long as nothing crazy starts happening. But I think this could be, just depending on if we hang pretty good under 49, this could be the start of the sell-off. At least down to like down to here, like 48.6, 48.7, to kind of finish up this. Because what I didn't particularly like, I mean, we had a lot of opportunities to really take off here. We had this major dip, this major run back up, tight consolidation at the top, broke to the downside, steep dip, strong bullish move to the top, made a new high, but then a strong bearish sell-off, and then we lost some. Now we're just losing momentum. So I think we're going to see some people taking profit here. But that does not mean that 50K is completely out the window, but definitely some people losing confidence. Either way, on Dogecoin right now, I think we're still at 32, so it probably just doesn't matter. But yeah, Dogecoin side definitely looks bearish. Like I said, what I didn't like is that Dogecoin's going to be riding the wave down from where it was, even though it didn't ride the wave up. So Doge, you're going to see some probably not so pleasant numbers here shortly. I'd say you could see 29, 28, if Bitcoin really does sell off a bit, because Doge did not go up. Yeah, we'll definitely pump again. Buy the dip, absolutely. That's the motto. I've even got it here.
Buy the dip.
Buy the dip. Really trying to hold 49, as you can see. This is the situation I was talking about. This move. Don't really want to get faked out. If you're shorting or something, definitely probably not 100%. Well trades, let's see what's up. Seeing a lot of shorts here, but this was 3 minutes ago. All right, I guess there's just not much going on. Someone shorted at 48.9. Another short right at 49 flat. Short at 49.1. Yeah, most people are a little bearish right now. It's worth noting. What are we looking at? Potential sell-off. We're kind of getting stuck under the 200 EMA now. We could see one more move back up over the 49,000 line and see it stall out again at the 200 EMA, and then a dump for good down to like 48.5. There's still a lot of holding here, a lot of holding pressure. I think 29 cents tonight, possibly. If we go down to like 47,000, yes, probably we're at 37 or something, 29. All right, let's see what this green candle does here. See if it stalls out at the 200 EMA, or if it just is a continuation of, was just a pullback to test support and continue. Where I think Doge is on moving average. Love the shades, by the way. Thanks. Forgot I had them on. The moving average. I mean, Doge is probably, it depends on what time frame. Doge is probably right in about the same spot as Bitcoin, but we can check it out. Yeah, so Doge is way under the 200 EMA on its side. As you can see, this red line here is the 200 moving average. Doge is not even close to it. Not on the 1 minute, the 3 minute, it is bouncing off of it as we speak. So that's what it's testing as support right now. The 15 minute, it's not even close to it. 30, not close. And the 4 hour, not remotely close. So Doge has a long way down potentially. This is pretty much the last 200 EMA support until about 3150. Yeah, near 31-ish, 3150. And then under 3150, you're near like 28 to 30. So, but let's hope, I'm not a bear here, not hoping it goes down. But we were very extended here, guys. So, in my opinion, it's just time for a bit of a pullback. So many green candles. Because look at this run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles, a red, 1, 2, 3, 4, a red. But you can see at the top of this red candle so far, we're getting a rejection wick on the 4-hour time frame. So some people might take that pretty negatively, especially if the price starts to come back down a little bit. Every penny $700 for you? Jeez, you've got a lot of coins, man. Don't forget, guys, subscribe if you haven't. If you're enjoying the content, enjoying the music, the vibes. We are hanging out. Oh, and here he goes, really trying to hold there, right at that 14.9 level I was talking about. How it might try and do a fake out by testing this level, right under the 49. Here we go. It's trying to do it. We'll see. It looks like it's trying to do a bit of a flag here, a triangle here. We'll just have to see if it ends up holding. It is definitely on the weaker side. But these are the moments where you don't want to execute a lot of trades, because you'll just end up trading the wrong side of the action over and over and over again. All right. So far, not looking super great. Oh. Surprise. All right. All right. Alrighty then. Well, let's see what whale that was. I'm going to name that guy Michael. Jeez. Oh, I think just a lot of whale trades went through at... Oh. Let me see. 1 mil short. 5 mil short. That was probably the one that did it. 1 mil and 5 mil hit at the same time. As well as the 3 mil hit at about the same time as well. Whew. Did it in. Wonder if we get a bounce here, because this was around the first stopping point. I think we got some people's buy orders triggered here. See this area? This is what I was looking at. Got some touches. So you might see some people trying to buy this up. Let's flip through time frames, see if there's any EMAs here to make note of. That could be additional support. The 200 EMA on the 2-minute time frame. See, this is why I say the 200 EMA. If you guys, somebody asked me in the Discord group, why do you only care about the 200 EMA? Because it is the most powerful indicator. If you want another level, you don't need the fib, you don't need all these other fancy things. You can use one indicator that holds so much weight and that everyone uses, whether they're using it properly or not. It is giving you the most powerful pieces of information possible. So you can see where did we stop? Well, I adjusted my time frame and I saw there was a 200 EMA support on the 2-minute time frame. That's exactly where we stopped. And so then what's the next one? Well, let's change the time frame and see where that one fall. Whoa. Some whales are going crazy. They want out, man. Let's see. Why is it doing that? Weird. All right. 825%. Phew. Morano speaking facts while I'm having my Pizza Hut. I wish I could have pizza. Those shorts have to be connected. Big money just sitting around selling at the same time. Maybe not just seemed accurate. Probably. You've got some buddies probably in a phone call messing around for sure. All right. We're seeing a bit of a bounce attempt off that 2-minute EMA. We just recovered above 48. Okay. Is my chart just lagging really hard here? I don't understand what's going on. Is Weeble just messing around? Bounce back up. Rejecting a little bit at least off the 3 minutes 100 time frame. Where do I see us going this weekend? Giselle says. Yeah, Giselle. I'm trying to think. It's very hard to predict. I am really going to be surprised if we pass 50,000. I'm trying not to be overly bearish here. But like I said, it just doesn't really make sense to skyrocket past those numbers. Even if the insiders have a little bit of info that we don't, it's still just very strange. And what is this pullback? This is weird as well. Why are we Well, that was a pretty strong recovery there. Surprising. But let's see what happens here at the 49,000 level. Is everyone just buying the dip here, thinking we're still going to 50 tonight, or what? But I don't know. I think over this weekend, I would not be surprised to see us back at 46 or 47,000 Bitcoin, which will put us somewhere around right under 30 on Doge. I think that's the most probable. But at this rate, you could tell people are still thinking 50, and we did stall out just $600 shy. We might see another push for it tonight, but I don't really think we go over it. Doge 32, any thoughts? Not really. Doge has been at 32 for a while. Getting a bit of a reversal pattern out of Bitcoin here. If you were to look at it from the 3-minute time frames perspective, where you get that red candle, the green rejecting candle, followed by a big green candle. So we could see the price try and make another run up. We're now testing 49, so let's just see. Is it just my chart that's super laggy? Maybe I should get my phones out too, just so I can see a little better. Might get just a pullback to the 100 and then it continue up. This is very interesting. I'll be very curious to see what Dogecoin starts doing now, if Bitcoin's going to hold these levels. Yeah, my chart's a little laggy. We're at 48.9. Well, now we're at 49.15, 49.20. I'm going to have to restart my Weeble, I think. Getting the Robin Hood effect. But we're still under the 1-minute 200 EMA on Bitcoin. So I don't think any perspectives are changing quite yet. But that was a very strong recovery. We could see a continuation here if we get any higher. And so far, I will say it doesn't look too bad. We're at 49.50 on Bitcoin. All right, let me go ahead and just refresh this. $49.30. We're really not gaining much ground. Not yet. Could be a bit of a trap. All right, we're back to back under 49. Back over 49. Just playing with the price action. Let's put this line right at 49. If this holds, we could see a move back up to like 49.2, 49.4. So I'm curious. Let's get rid of this. Limit orders kicked in? Yeah, probably. Had 120,000 bad trades. Oh, jeez. HODL's best. It very well can be. It's the least risk, usually. You have 45,000? Nice. That's a lot of Doge, guys. Hopefully we get to $1 soon so you guys can have some real money there. Yeah, both of you, Shuba and Giselle, got a lot. I was at 290,000 Doge, but bills and bad trading right now, you can only buy 100,000. That's still very good. Plenty Doge to turn it around. All right, now we're lagging again. I might have to flip to trading view chart because I don't know what's going on. But we are at 48.9. We did sell off a little bit more at 49 yet again. Rejected off the 200 EMA. All right, let's bring up Bitcoin here. And green candle. 3 minute is fine. See what I'm talking about here? Well, on here, it's showing the 300 EMA as being here. So, we could just see a lot of people using that time frame thinking that was a decent buy spot. Which is possibly true. We're now just trying to get above 49,000. I wouldn't be surprised to see it actually go above 49, but it's about like, is it gonna hold there? It's the real question. Let's see what the whales are doing. If anything, I don't see any whale activity in the price action. We're at 49,030. Whale trade. Yeah, it's been 10 minutes. Actually, no, we've got one 5 minutes ago here. It was two longs at 49 flat, but that was 5 minutes ago. All right, now a rejection wick. We're looking all right. So yeah, something's up with the internet today, but I'll just keep reloading. It's fine. Now this one's the most accurate. Thank you, the Atlantean. I appreciate that sub. Thank you. Welcome. If anyone else wants to subscribe and you haven't yet and you're watching, enjoying this play-by-play, I do these streams pretty much every day of the week, including weekends. So if you're into that kind of thing and want to be here for the next one, enjoy good conversation. You can ask any questions you want. And, of course, enjoy the music. Feel free to subscribe as well. I'd really appreciate that support. We'll just kind of deal with the Weeble slight lag here. It's all right. If anything crazy happens, I have it on my phone as well, and it's not lagging there. So I'll be able to give you a better idea. We're kind of trying to stair step up here. But we're also still a little stuck under these indicators. Because if you look at the 1 minute time frame, you can see the 200 EMAs right there causing a problem. For us, for a bullish sentiment, we've got 3 EMAs above us. And as you can see, the 50 crossed under the 100. Now the 50 is soon going to cross under the 200. If it crossing above is the golden cross, maybe we just call this the black cross, the brown cross. I don't know. Very strange price action here. It really would love to go up. And as you can see, there's a lot of people buying 49 here. A lot of selling volume for sure, especially like from here. Underrated channel. Thank you. Thank you. Marlon knows his stuff. Thank you, Dr. Derbs. Appreciate that. Doge pumped in the morning and dumped in the afternoon. Yeah. Weird time for Doge to dump. Mario, am I in? No. I do have a small short position, but I'm not in. I have a short position because I feel like it makes more sense, but it's not a very big one, so it's fine. But yeah, it's just very unpredictable price action. In Dogecoin, this isn't really something I really want to be messing around with too much. I like to, especially because most of the time, if something exciting is happening, I'm doing more talking about it rather than executing trades. So that means post-stream, I only am looking for the highest probability plays. I'm really not trying to mess with it too much. All right, looks like we just broke above the EMAs there. We're at 49.60. All right, so maybe this thing does want to do it, but we did get a bit of a rejection wick whenever this reloads. Got a bit of a rejection. Some retail's probably getting shaken up right here. This chart isn't even at the right price. Okay. All right, Bitcoin back to 49.60. All right, so we could see another attempt here. It dipped pretty low, but now it's coming back up. Trying to clear all the EMAs here. Yeah. Seems Doge is way off its price of, 1,000x under Bitcoin. It should pump. It definitely should be pumping, but it's not. Yeah, I agree with you. Bitcoin's hanging at 49. Let's see if Doge is doing anything quite yet. Hey guys, I do have to go in a moment. It's getting pretty late here. But you can see now Doge is finally starting to pick up. It looks like once it got some confirmation of a hold at 49, now it's going to start trying again and might make a move towards 33. But I don't know how much further it will go. Depends on Bitcoin at this point. But Bitcoin's trying its best to hold here. You can see 40, 49. $51K maybe. Yeah, probably it could go 50, about 50 and a half is where I saw resistance earlier. If it does, Doge might go up another cent. Cent and a half. We're still stalled at the 100 EMA here on the 1 minute time frame, so we got to see what happens. On other time frames though, it doesn't look bad at all, so we'll see. See some of what's going on here. A lot of messing around here with the price. And now red candle. Hard to say. Risky. It is very risky. I wouldn't necessarily see a buy here. Honestly, I don't like messing around with going long near Bitcoin 50K. That's just my opinion. So yes, you can maybe make 2 cents here. It's not a play I'm going to recommend, but you can try it at your own risk if that's kind of the risk level you want to take. All right, guys. But yeah, like I said, it is getting a bit late here. I got to wrap up and start, eating dinner and, enjoying Friday. So I appreciate all of you hanging out. I will probably be live tomorrow if anything's happening. Don't forget to subscribe so you can be here for that, just in case. If I'm not, I'll be live as the next day or something like that. But you guys know we're live all the time. So thank you all for hanging out. Again, appreciate the support. And just you can follow me on Twitter at 2020 Tech Reviews if you want some updates between streams. Or better yet, if you want more 24/7 access to me and some of the others with the green logos there that are in the Discord group, you can always join the community. Okay, Alex, I'll give you a fresh link right now before I forget. So
everybody, just checking in.
So, all right, the link should be up there right now for you, Alex. If anyone else wants to join that Discord group, all you got to do is after you click subscribe, click the join button next to that, become a super member, and one of the perks, along with 25% off merch on all merch on the store, is you get to join that invite-only Discord group. So if you've been wanting to do that, that's the way to do it, and I'm sure you'll make that back very quickly. But thank you, Dr. Derbs. Appreciate the support. Crypto Critter, John, no problem, and hope you all have a great